Greetings, Empire Builders. Welcome to our Empire Builder Show, where the prominent company founders and CEOs share their top secrets of building sustainable businesses that create global impact. Brick by brick, in every single episode, we're going to unveil the fundamentals of building an empire. And I'm your host, Valerie Prasteyo. From what does it start? Any successful business, project, relationships? What is this one core element? What do you think? While you are thinking about the answer, let me introduce our special guest today. Adeshola Onadipe is a surreal entrepreneur currently based in Dubai. She's a founder and executive publisher of Ladies in Business magazine, as well as CEO of Show Concept, an event management agency, managing director of Luxury Flats Apartments, and founder of Business Innovation Academy. Adeshola was born, raised, and finished her studies in Nigeria. She was always envisioning herself to bring difference into this world and become an outstanding leader. Nowadays, her media empire is growing globally, featuring driven femalepreneurs from all over the world. She is also a featured expert in the movie The Unspoken Truth. Hello, Adeshola. Welcome to our Empire Builder show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's my great pleasure to be on this wonderful show. I mean, this is the best way, the best platform for women, for us to actually showcase ourselves and we tell the world what we're doing and how we do it better and how we're hoping to be successful. So it's my pleasure for me to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So, you built your media empire in UAE, in Nigeria, and some weeks ago you actually launched your magazine globally. Maybe you can share, first of all, what is this driving force that helps you to be successful entrepreneur and build your empire, be a strong player in the game of business? Because we know there are a lot of people who are starting their business, but for any kind of reason they are not really moving forward. What is this one core element that helps you in growing your business?
Um, yeah, I'm gonna say, we've always been talking about this most of the time, where we actually used to talk about passion. When you have passion about something, is the greatest thing that is going to drive you crazily to different ways, different direction, and it's going to bring lots of creativity from your mind, no matter any location you find yourself. So I'm gonna say that my passion has actually been driving me so crazy that I found it, like a water flow for me to thrive anywhere I found myself. And through that, it has been, it has given me this goal-getting setting for me to do what I need to do, improve myself, put in more strategy, connect more, support more, and also do those things that I know that is of quite beneficial to humanity at the end of the day, because all those things, it's something that brings us to whom we really are. It's going to showcase you at the end of the day, your personality, your person, what you're passionate about, what drives you. So all those things put together has actually been my kind of ingredient that makes me to go on, that makes me to be focused and say, you know what, we've got to do this right. We've got to make sure this is in place. And with all that, with the magazine publication that I've been doing, I mean, the way I am now was not the same way I started it. Over and over, I've been developing, bringing in more topics, more segments, as the case goes, as the need or call for me to find that fulfillment in making sure that I'm actually meeting up a need with people, because that's the most important thing. You're in people business, and when you realize you're in people business, You've got to find the best thing that suits them to help them. So through my magazine publication, I've been doing so many regarding ladies in business and women in business globally. So, and every day, day by day, I continue to, have this passion, this energy. Like, you know what? I think I've not even done anything. I need to do more, and I need to, just to make sure that everything is perfect. So that's actually what kept me going.
Incredible. And I think you mentioned something really important, because to unveil this passion inside of you, it's very important to understand who you truly are. So, are we talking here about the authenticity? Because you also mentioned that we are in the people business. It's not just like you are one by yourself doing things, but it's all about building the team to keep your business grow. It also building connections, and also how do you communicate and build sustainable relationships with your clients. So basically, is it about staying true to yourself? Is it authenticity, this core ingredient that helps businesses basically stay sustainable?
Absolutely. Like I used to tell people, you've got to be original. You stay original in whatever you're doing, in your dressing, in everything you need to do with people. They are watching you. If you're faking it, they're gonna know. If it's not coming from within, they will feel it. They are human beings like you. So if you're trying to make up something not real, they're gonna know at the end of the day, because there is no way you try to fake something. You need to make another fake to make another fake work. So if
Mm.
it's not original, if it's not authentic, people are going to know. But so many times people do, contact me on social media. They've not seen me before, and they're like, I love your energy, I love your passion, I love your consistency and all that. They can feel you, they can, even without seeing you or meeting you personally. So I always share this this particular strategy to people, that you've got to stay original to yourself, stay true to yourself, stay true to whatever you believed in, to whatever you're passionate about, because if you're on that lane, it's going to help you a lot. That's why I'm Shola. That's why you're Valerie. We are different people with different things at every particular point in time. So if you cannot stay true to your own person, you're going to be acting as somebody else. And at the end of the day, you're not going to act it well, because you can't act it better than the real owner. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell people, please stay true to yourself, be original, be authentic, don't fake it, don't fake it in everything you're
Totally.
doing. Yeah, yeah.
Totally, yes. But
Yeah.
nowadays, there are a lot of businesses, like a lot of startups, that are actually built on so called hype. And I know that, even though staying true to yourself, all these core values is important, and it actually can bring so many benefits. The list is long, and some of them, like, it really elevates you among the competition. It builds much deeper relationships with the client, and that means that the retention rate will be like higher, right, than when you are
Mm,
faking things. And you mentioned
mm,
people do feel it. The list is
mm.
long, but it takes time to build this sustainable brand, build this sustainable company. People like to have some kind of shortcuts.
I
How do
know.
you Yeah, so my question is, like, you are featuring a lot of entrepreneurs, like maybe it's ads, maybe it's articles of entrepreneurs. How do you filter this in your media channel? And another thing, how do you bring the awareness that authenticity is actually a gold, and the more entrepreneurs like that we have, it actually benefits the whole industries?
Yes, absolutely. You're very, very right. It's quite unfortunate that nowadays social media has actually made people to go crazy, to go out of the way. Like I tell someone, I said, see, I don't care about the likes. I don't care about the numbers of followers you have. I don't care about if you're just high there. The thing is, when people are doing businesses with you and you're fake, it's just one time thing that you're going to have with them. They're not going to have it subsequently with you. And there is a way bad news can easily be spread everywhere. So I always tell people, like I was telling a lady, I said, please stay true to yourself. Don't fake it. When people meet the original people, they can tell. Like for me, for example, there is no soul, nobody that I've ever been, discussing my magazine with the kind of vision that I have for the magazine. They've always like, oh my God, this is sweet. This is wonderful. I have never been turned down because they can feel it from my passion. They can understand that, oh, this is real. Yes, like you said, it's going to take a longer time, to actually prove that, okay, for you to start from the beginning, make sure, the continuity part and all that. It's not easy. But I say to you, slow and steady wins the race. Little drops of water makes a mighty ocean at the end of the day. Those people faking it, they're going to get to a certain stage. They will not be able to fake it anymore. And at that point, they're actually going to go down because they did not follow up the protocol of success. When you have failed, failure, or whatever disappointments you're going through in the line of your business of or trying to achieve success, it's
Mhm.
part of success itself. You understand what I'm saying? So it's still all this procedure, stage one to stage two, moving from point A to point B. Is quite very, very good. Love the process. If you can love the process on your way to achieve success, you will definitely find great virtue, great value. And at the
Mhm.
end of the day, you will be the real thing that people will be talking about.
Yeah,
So
love it. Yeah.
yes, yes. I don't care about how much followers you have, how much likes you have. People are watching, forget it. Me, I can testify to that. A lot of people from all over the world, and they're like, oh, I saw them, like, oh my God, for real, did you see that? But you never liked it, you never made comments. You
Yeah.
understand? But yes, so it's okay. Let the social media thing be there as a social media lifestyle, but your real life, you have to have your real life and stay true to yourself and do what is necessary as a human being to develop yourself and your businesses. That way you can strive, and I mean you can really, really, thrive among or with all these competitors or all this competition everywhere. And I tell you, that has really, really, really helped me a lot. From day one, my mission and my vision for my magazine still stay the same.
Something that you really need to work on, actually, like to be true. And there are so many ways when we can actually disconnect with yourself, with ourselves. As we are focusing here not only on what and why, but actually on how.
Yeah.
What kind of tools and or resources you can recommend that can help people connect with their truth, connect with their core, stay grounded, stay connected?
Okay, I'm gonna say the first thing is actually self-actualization. When you have been able to analyze yourself 101%, knowing fully well whom you are, what you're capable of, your strength, your weakness, and you've been able to do the SWOT analysis about yourself, I think that will really, really, really help someone to go far. Then, secondly, self motivation. You've got to motivate yourself. There is nobody out there that is going to motivate. Yeah, we have a lot of motivational speakers and all that, but hey, when it comes to you personally, in your bedroom, it's going to be you only and your destiny. You know what I'm saying? So you've got to find a way to motivate yourself on a daily basis, on second basis, that you know what? You just have to do what you have to do. And thirdly, you have to stay contentment with whatever you have. And I used to tell people so many things that God have actually blessed us with individually. We are capable of a lot of things by ourselves. If only we can look inward and see how much strength that we have in the inside of us. Forget about the weakness. Of course, weakness will always come through. I mean, we will always play its part because we are human beings. That's fine. That's okay. But develop your strength more. Forget about the weakness. Find a way. I have a lot of weaknesses, but I don't look at that because when I look at that, it's going to bring me down. It's not going to make me to fulfill what I really wanted to do. Rather, I develop my strength most efficiently in every way that I can. To the extent that you will not even know, maybe I have some weaknesses within me, I have, anything that is negative, because I literally portray everything of my strength out there all the time. I make sure I develop my strength, I enhance my strength, I make it fancy, interacting, connecting, and beautiful for people to want to connect
Wow,
and do it with me.
that's so interesting because you mentioned. So well, let's actually then move to our very interesting part of the show.
Yeah.
We're talking about the authenticity. And are you ready like to be also 100% authentic with our viewers now?
Yes, I am.
Because
I'm
I
ready. I'm
know,
ready.
yeah, we're talking about the business, about growing this, about the tools, but
Mhm.
what is it that makes Adeshola, an empire builder? What are these things and the personality behind this? So let's move to our next segment that calls the unspoken truth of Queen. So, and it's very interesting because you also were a featured expert in the movie The Unspoken Truth. So
Yes.
let's unveil some parts of this. You also
Mhm.
mentioned SWOT analysis. And actually, SWOT analysis I use as in my toolbox, not just
Mhm.
to analyze the businesses, but actually
Mhm.
analyze the personalities. So
Yes.
are you ready to create kind of SWOT analysis of Adeshola? So
Yes. Let's do
basically,
it.
ready? So
Yeah.
basically, name one or two things like strengths, your weaknesses, some opportunities that you get in life that helped you to grow your business, and also some threats that helping you or helped in the past to build this empire. And if it's something that is not you inherited, like sometimes people have this gift, they were born
Yeah.
with a gift. If it's
Yeah.
not the case, if it's not what you were born with,
Yeah.
just share the tool how you were able to develop the strength, or
Yeah.
how you were able to overcome this limiting belief or whatever weakness you have. And the same with the opportunities and threats. Maybe there are some interesting funny stories you can share. So I
Yeah.
really let's start
Oh,
with
yeah.
strengths.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. But first of all, I will just talk briefly about belief. Okay. Like yesterday or 2 days ago, I was telling my daughter that I think like 2 years ago, before I came to Dubai, I just said, is there anything called change ambassador from my country in Nigeria? Is there a post like that? And I said, no. But 2 years ago, I said to myself, I'm going to be that change ambassador. I'm not it at the moment, but I think I have that belief that I'm going to be it. Because I was just telling my daughter 2 days ago, like, how do you feel if you're going to be an ambassador's daughter? And she's like, oh my God, mommy, please don't start.
So
But the
self
feeling,
belief.
believe. There is something, you know, when you believe in something that you can do, not just, praying about it or just wishing it, but you are acting it as well. As you're believing it, you are acting it, you're doing it, it's going to definitely come to you. There is a way the universe listened to you and said, okay, she want to be this, so we give it to that. Even though such post is not available, they're going to create it for me. Okay, so I'm going to say, you have to believe. Once you believe, then every other thing is possible by everything that you have within yourself, with your resources, your capability, your strength, and all that. Okay, so now let me go to the other virtue that I believe that I've been using like a tool for me. You know, I just smile most of the time.
Yes, it's true.
I realize that it's a great, powerful virtue. Even in the times when, in fact, most of the time when you see me laughing, oh my God, I'm not okay. I
We
am
will
not
talk
okay.
about this.
Yeah, because you see, Even scientifically, when you frown too much, your face wrinkle and you get hold on time and you're not attractive. When I don't know, maybe because I worked in the banking section for, in the banking industry for like about 10 years. So as a customer service, you are trained to smile to customers, whether ugly or beautiful, whether harsh or, polite. You just have to stay smiling and, polite to people 124, I mean, 24/7. So that has actually grown me up in my line of business as well, that everywhere I go to, whomever I meet, I just smile. So my smile have actually, give me the way, one way or the other. First of all, before me discussing anything with you, before you meet me at all. So in fact, I tell you, I used to fantasize that I want to have dimples. That was like when I was small. And I just like it. I want to have dimples. And I don't have it then. But I realized when I started smiling more, and it came out, I was like, oh my God, I have dimples.
It's part
You
of
know,
your brand.
I swear. So I I realized I was like, oh my God, there's there's power in you working on yourself,
Mm.
developing yourself to make things work for yourself. Just wish it, start it, act it, do it, and practice it over and over and over and again. You're gonna be it at the end of the day. So when you smile, it's my virtue. Smiling, first of all, is my virtue, and I tell you, I've gotten a lot of compliments from people everywhere I go with whatever I do with people. They're like, "Oh my God, I just have to let you go. I mean, you are smiling too much. I can't, just keep you." So it, it, it- it's a it's a virtue that I have that I've been keeping with, and I love it so much, and I've been doing it absolutely fantastically well.
So,
So
self belief is important as part of
mhm,
this. If you're succeeding, celebrate it, smile. If you're not okay, still find this force and power and smile. Smile
absolutely,
builds enormous
absolutely,
connections and helps you
yes,
to actually also connect with yourself, because
yeah.
that's
And
who we
another
are.
thing
We
I
were
want to
born
mention,
to be
yeah,
happy.
sorry, another thing I want to mention, the virtue that I have. I love to use polite words with people. I
Mm,
literally train myself to be polite in whatever I'm saying to people. Because when you say bad words, when you're not polite, even when you get disappointed, do not say bad words, do not flare up. Though I'm not that wasn't it. I mean, I used to be someone that used to be I get angry easily sometimes, back home in Nigeria. But over the years, I realized that I don't need that. I don't need that because I realize that some people literally want to stir up your anger unnecessarily to prove that point that you're gonna get angry. So there's okay, yeah, that's it. I said it, she's gonna get angry. So you can see what she's saying. So when people, get you annoyed, made you to want to do some, things that is not literally you, just find a way to be cool about it and still utter good words. Because I find that most of the time when someone or people have done something bad to me and I just still give them the good words and they're like, oh, why? You understand? So they still come back to me at the end of the day because they will realize that what they've done is bad. And not that only is bad, I did not decide to return back the bad things they've done to me. Rather, I took it lightly, though I was paid inside. Now, I mean, I'm a human being, you understand what I'm saying? But I trained myself not to say bad words, to always use good words. I was actually in the bank industry. At the in an office, and I needed a pen, and I said, "Could you please lend me your pen to write, please?" And the lady beside me was like, "Of course, he's going to give you the pen because the way you said it, of course, no one would dare not give you the pen." So when you use right words, polite words, you know, not that you're being down. If you're being humble, it paves way a lot with you with people.
mm,
So many times people, I call them, oh, my sister, oh, how are you, mom? God bless you, man, and all that. It's not that they're older than me or whatever, but when I do that, they were like, oh, with this kind of person, if she can be this humble, why can't I be? So I've seen a lot of people calling me and telling me, no, 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 please don't call me out. I'm your friend. I'm your age mate. I said, it's okay, it's okay. So when you respect and give humble, you are humble and you give good words to people, it helps you in your life and your in your businesses and everywhere you go with a good smile also.
Yeah, I think as it said, you are responsible what goes out from your mouth. So basically
Yeah.
the words you use. This is absolutely great examples. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank
So let's
you.
move forward. What
Yeah.
about the weaknesses? What can you share about this? How you actually overcame it, or how your weaknesses were turned maybe into strength and help you in growing your business?
Um, okay, the way I've trained myself so much, I don't even know if I have any weakness.
That is
But I think
awesome.
there should be, but I need really to think about
Maybe
that.
in
But
the beginning of your journey, right? Maybe at the beginning
okay,
will was something that were limiting you in growth.
okay, maybe I would say um I wasn't very perfect, of course, which is normal when you're just starting up your own business. And I was trying to learn on the job, learn on the business to see how I can grow and be a very good professional person. And I have a lot of instances where clients actually get me rejected. And another thing. I think it's this thing that I'm gonna okay, let me shift it to fear of rejection that I was actually battling with, like I'm not gonna be accepted, like people are going to be rejecting me. But most times I realize that the people you're afraid of are actually afraid of you too. Like, really, literally, that was what I discovered. So I've actually been able to turn it to my strength as well. I've turned literally actually turned all my weaknesses to my strength because I've discovered so many things with a lot of experiences I came across while starting up my business. And like I said, the fear of rejection was my problem. Like, oh, are people going to accept you? Are they going to take you serious? Are they going to like, oh, what's she doing? Of course, up to now, there are still some people like that. But you know what? Some testimonies of some people actually get me going. Like there was, I think 2 years ago, one of my ex bosses in the banking industry called me and he said, I'm sorry. And I was like, sorry for what? He said, you know what? I'm so sorry when you approached me to assist you regarding your magazine. I never understand what you're trying to talk about. In fact, I don't even understand because I knew you're an accountant by profession. So why going into journalism? You don't know anything about it. But now I can see that you really, really have passion for this. And from where you have gone to up to now, I'm so proud of you. I keep telling people about you. And now I'm regretting that I was not part of your magazine then when you told me. I just I just keep quiet. I said, it's okay. You don't have to regret. It's okay. You're not seeing my passion. You're not seeing my mission with me, but I shared it with you. But it's okay. You did not see it. You did not accept it. So the fear of acceptance, no, I mean, the fear of rejection was part of my problem when I started my business because people couldn't really see what I'm saying. But I was consistent with it. I keep on pushing to make my impact known, to make my vision, my mission to be recognized, to be seen, because I'm actually a product of my passion. I'm actually a product of my vision. So I know it, I feel it, I can tell all about it. So bringing it out to make it a wholesome of a publication for the magazine was perfect for me.
Yeah, it actually fits with the part of being authentic. And clients, they don't buy your service or product, and investors don't invest in your business. They actually buy you and they invest in you. So, yeah, it's absolutely, you need to believe and as well as show this passion, show your vision, show your
Yeah.
mission. That's how people connect with you. So what
Yes.
about the opportunities? Maybe there was one big thing that helped you to grow, or what were the external factors that helped you to build your personality?
Well, though from the banking industry, I've been able to build my personality from there also, but like I said, this passion thing just keep pushing me. And especially when I realized that everywhere I go, people just say yes, yes, yes to me. So it keeps me going. And upon getting to UAE, though with a different culture, with different people, but I started to study them. They say if you're in Rome, you behave like the Romans. So I started to study the people, their culture, what they believe in, and how they can support you. So I started all this research of how I can thrive here, and I realized that I was able to do that. Like we just did a launching last month, though we started already before the official launching, and the thing is, I realized that we are actually all the same everywhere, whether you're white, black, yellow, blue, whatever color you are. We are all the same everywhere. And putting that at the back of my mind. So I was like, you know what? I just have to get this thing going on here as well. There is nothing stopping me. And like I mean, you can testify. We have a lot of people from UK, from US, from Australia, from everywhere around the world connecting to us, connecting to me regarding the magazine and, wanting to be on the magazine, wanting to be part of the magazine, wanting to extend and bring the magazine, the community into their country. I mean, like you say, when people see your personality of what you represent and what you stand for, and they can actually resonate and relate and say, you know what, I've been there. You know what, she's like this, I'm like this. So like I used to do this hashtag women like me. So all those things, bringing people together to support one another, to connect more, have actually built me to the level that I think right now I can just start flying anywhere I want to fly to.
Yeah. So what about the threats? Maybe there was some, I don't know. There are a lot of external factors, maybe
Yeah.
competition, maybe jealousy, judgment, whatever it is, how you overcame it.
Actually, it's actually happened immediately after the award launching, after the launching of the magazine. I was
Yeah.
expecting that. But you know what? I tell myself, if you're doing something good, then you expect such. If you're not doing anything good or something impactful, something important, nobody's gonna come after you. Nobody's gonna, be jealous of you. But when you're doing something good, all you just have to do is just continue to be focusing on what you do. Leave them. They're gonna go rest after a while and come back to you. Why you just keep focusing on what you're doing? So I always tell people, if you don't have enemies in your vision, in line of whatever you're doing, then you've not started yet. But when you start having enemies, then you know you're on the right path. So all you need to do, you just ignore and continue to be dedicated to your goal and continue to make more achievements. I actually see that happening. When it happens after the launching, of course, like a human being, I was like, oh my God, what is it? Why? But I keep it to myself. I said, you know what? I just have to move on. It's because I'm doing something good. If it's not good, if it's not important, then they would not be talking about it. And this is, if you look at all this kind of people talking, or they want to, jeopardize or bring you down, or, grow out of jealousy for nothing, these are most people that are actually doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So when you value the kind of life of the people talking about you with yours, then you will just see that, oh, there's a reason for them to actually talk about you, because you're not like them. You're different. You're making things work. You're impacting. You're doing something meaningful. Of course, you should expect them to go that route with you. They can't be happy with you. They want to wish they are you. They'll be willing and be wanting to be you. You understand? So, like I said, I wasn't happy initially when it happened. I was like, oh my God, why? I've done something good. Why this hatred? But it's always happened. All you need to do, you just leave them, ignore, continue doing what you're doing. They're gonna come back. And they actually came back anyway. They actually came back and they were like,
Yeah.
oh, I hope we're good. Oh, hope there's no problem. I said, oh no, we don't have any problem. But you have a problem with me. I'm not gonna say that. But you will find a
Well,
way to deal with it.
it doesn't matter what people say, right? It's all about what they do. And in such situations, they just,
Exactly.
with their actions, show what they
Exactly.
really are, who they really are. That's good for us, good for you, right? Then you don't know the otherwise you don't know with whom to deal with whom build business or not.
Absolutely. That's another
Yeah,
that's another reason, absolutely, which is good, so that you know if those people is gonna come on board with you on the next time, you just know, oh no, 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 this can't happen anymore. I mean, you keep learning every day, you're meeting people every day. I mean, like I said, you are into people's business. You can't expect everybody to act the way you think, or expecting everybody to act the way you expected them to behave. No. So you just have to keep managing them.
yeah, that's true. Thank you very much for being
Thank you so much.
100% authentic and sharing some your really truly personal things, your the parts of your personality.
Thank you
There's
so
this
much.
is
My
the
pleasure.
summary of what we actually found out
Yeah.
about Adeshola and her short personal analysis. So
Yes, yes.
I just have one more question.
Okay,
I
tell
heard
me.
many times that women are actually not authentic. Because the truth is we do smile when we go outside, we smile, we say that everything is put together, everything is amazing. And
Yeah,
sometimes in reality we struggle deep inside of us, right?
yeah,
And the
yeah.
more we lie to ourselves, the more we
Mm-hmm.
lie to others, the less chance is that we're going to pull ourselves out of the situation and staying
Yeah.
stuck.
Mm-hmm.
So what can you tell about this, how this can be changed, or can this actually be changed, or authenticity works only in some particular situations but it's not really working in others?
Yes, you are actually right. We carry a lot of body most of the time. Some we can share, some we can't share. But as a business person, for the sake of business, you've got to find a line in between for you to actually demarcate which one to share, which one not to share with people. Especially in as much as you're trying to be open, to be real and authentic, you still need to have your your how would I call it? Your personal privacy. I mean your privacy. You understand what I'm saying? Like okay, let me talk about marriage now, because that's actually the most important aspect where women don't really want to share. Maybe they are divorcee or widows. I mean, some XYZ about them regarding their marriage as a business person. So I want to say that if it's something that is going to impact into someone's life, you can share it. But if it's
Mm.
something that was going to like kind of affect your business at the long run, you can find the best suitable time to share such experience, such such information with your audience, or with your with your co-associates or anyone or the public. Because if you give right information at the wrong time, is going to have a huge effect on you and on your business. You understand? So you've got to look for the right time to share such information in the right place, so it doesn't go wrong or have a bad meaning to your audience, or a bad influence to your audience. You understand what I'm saying? So most of the time, we women, we have all this burden. We don't want to share some, like I said, and we want to share some, like I said. And if you can have a balance and find which one to share at every particular time, then you are good to go. So that you don't have your audience don't have another wrong perception
Yeah.
about whom you are.
So basically, before the start, you have to set these boundaries for yourself. What you're going to share publicly, what is always staying just for yourself. So
Yes.
that's, but it doesn't mean that you have to actually lie or invent stories. You still
No, no,
can
no.
stay
You don't
true to
you don't
yourself
have.
and be
Yes, yes,
authentic. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. You just have
So
to still stay true to yourself and be original. You understand? And
yeah.
if it's something you're not wishing or willing to talk about, you just stay away from it. That's all.
So tell, if people want to find your magazine and get one, because there are so many amazing things, inspiration, wisdom, knowledge from people from all over the world, how they can get this? How do they Where do they find it?
Yeah, we actually have something amazing about the magazine is actually a two cover page magazine, okay? Because Why do we have to do this? It's actually part of what I called, creativity, making something different from the usual that people are actually used to. Because we want it, I mean, it's a female magazine. We need to let people, find it interesting, intriguing, colorful, beautiful, wonderful to behold and actually read. You understand? So we normally have two cover page ladies from the front and from the back. You understand? So if they want to get through us, they can actually go to our website, ladiesinbusinessmagazine.com, for the online version. Okay. And if they want the hard copy, they can make a request depending on their geographical location. We can send them a copy. And on Instagram, we are Linbiz Global, at Linbiz Global, LINBIZ Global. Okay.
Mm.
And then they can actually send us an email also, ladiesinbusinessmagazine@gmail.com. They can send us requests, or they want to know more about the magazine. We can let them know about what we do and how we do it. And we have a community platform also where we have various women from different parts of the world. We are on LinkedIn as well. So I mean, we are global. You understand? Like I
Yeah.
said, we are global, and anywhere from any part of the world, the women can reach us, and we would definitely be of attendance to them.
Definitely follow the Fine Ladies in Business and social media and get your portion of inspiration, knowledge, and how to actually build the empire. You just met the founder. So at the end, we have a tradition in the show is to set the intention for the upcoming week. So basically, I invite all our viewers to set an intention for the next week. Maybe there is something, one thing that you would like to accomplish or to make a goal, a dream come true. So set this intention now. Ready? While you're doing this, I would like to invite Adeshola from authentic leader to turn to a fortune teller. Basically, what you need to do, you see 10 cards on the screen. Just
Okay.
pick up one from 1 to 10. Just name any number.
Think I have my number already.
So, what is this number? Tell from 1 to 10, which number?
5.
Okay, number 5. Let's have a
Hmm.
look what it is. In the world full of opportunities, you don't need to chase every single one. Choose wisely, as the wisdom is inside of you. These are the beautiful words, and we would like to actually finalize our episode with these words.
Thank
Choose
you. Thank you.
wisely. You don't need to chase everything. Thank you very much, Adeshola, for being part of
Thank
our
you
show.
so much. My pleasure. I
Yes,
really
and sharing
appreciate
your
it. I had a
wisdom.
great time. Yeah.
You very much. Hope you enjoyed the episode and get some inspiration and knowledge that help you to move one move closer in building your own empire.